Hi guys, my name is JMLisondra and today I will be demonstrating on how I painted this painting. So first of all guys, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel in order to see all my coming videos and tutorials.
The subject for today guys will be a fountain surrounded by lots of flowers. But before that, I'm going to introduce to you first my materials. I have here my pen palette. I have the titanium white, the tallow blue, the brilliant red, the medium yellow, and the lamp black. So you always observe guys that I'm always using limited colors on my palette because I want you to learn how to mix and get the desired colors you want. Okay, and these are my brushes. I have the 2 inches or 1 inch flat brush. I also here number 11 nylon flat brush guys, long handled. I've also here um, number 11 flat brush. It's a bristle brush guys, long handled, number 11. Okay, I have here number 12 flat brush. It's a nylon guys, number 12, short handled, and number 9 nylon brush, short handled. And I've also here number 1 liner brush. For the details, you can also use round brush guys, number 0 or 000 or double zeros. Okay, so I'm going to start with the sketching. First, I'm going to sketch the fountain, then I'm gonna add the details. I'll be using this number 9 flat brush guys, short handle, and I will be using the color red. You can actually use different color guys. I'm going to make it pink color. So I'm going to add white first, and I'm going to sketch first the bag here. So let's do first the base of the fountain where we can add the water. So it's actually around. Actually, it's a rectangle in shape, guys. Okay, just follow what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna add the center. So we're gonna add the stroke here, guys. This will be our center. Okay. It's okay if it's not perfectly really it's not perfect. It's okay, guys. You can actually change it later. Okay. So this will be the center, guys. Then we're gonna add wait. Then we're gonna add one here. Make sure, guys, it's on the center. Okay, so some one, I do not know what to call this, guys. Okay, so this will be the base. Little coordinate. Okay. And also one here, gonna add another I don't know, plate. I don't know what to call this one. Just do a half circle, guys, like this. But you can also create your own design. Okay, so let's add the final one here. That's on the on top of it. Okay, then we can add some circle on top of the fountain. Okay, so we're going to add a little perspective to make it look like curve or round or circle. Or maybe we can extend it a little here. Okay. Try to make it smaller. Okay, that's it. So we have now the fountain, guys. That's the first sketch, and we can put the background later. Oh no, gonna put the details later, or the color. We're gonna do first the background. So I think I'm going to provide you the sketch, guys, or the traceable for your sketch, so that you can only trace it if you are having time sketching the fountain. Okay, so I'll just provide you with that, don't worry. Okay, so if you are planning to paint with me with it this time, so just I'll just put the link on above below the or on the description box. Okay, so I'm going to add the background colors now. So I am thinking of a dark background, guys, but it will be forest, I think. So I'm going to use the blue, yellow, so it will be green colors. So this way it will be a little blurry, guys, or the color will be blurred. Okay, I'm using the number 11 flat brush, guys. You can also use it's like a 1-inch flat brush. You can also use another size if you want, or if you don't have this kind of size. Okay, so I'm going to add white here. Okay. You just have to fill on everything, guys, with color. So I'm gonna use the yellow. Add some light color here. Okay. So it's up to you guys what color you're gonna put on your background, guys. So I'm adding green because I want it to be like a forest, or I'm going to add some trees behind a fountain. Okay. blue, yellow. So again guys, I'm going to add more green, red, so it will be dark. The background will be dark. Add some yellow and white. Okay, so add more yellow here with white. Okay. So we're going to add some light green guys here. Here also. So this is what I'm doing guys. Okay, we got more yellow here for our ground, but I'm going to add lots of flowers later guys. So I think I'm going to make this part darker here, so just dark green guys. You know what's the combination of dark green, so just use blue, yellow and red. Okay, and also here yellow. So just fill the entire area with colors guys, dark green and some yellow greens, so this will serve as the background color. Don't worry, we're gonna add the highlights later. Okay, so here's now the primary or the base color. So I'm going to make this part smaller. Okay. And then the next step is we're gonna add the background color of this fountain. So we're gonna mix for its background color. So first we're gonna do the dark colors or some gray color guys. So we're gonna use the black of course, then white, then you can add yellow or black guys to make it dark. So we're gonna do first the dark. I think I'm gonna use again the bigger brush. So I'm gonna use this one in black here. Okay, so just add the like this, guys. So we just have to fill the entire part with the gray color. That will be our first step. Okay, so mix again for gray. Don't worry, guys, this is just our first coating. Okay. So then I'm gonna mix for another gray. Going to add more black, guys. So careful with this part, guys. You should be equal. The shape should be perfect. But actually, guys, it's okay if you commit mistakes. We can actually cover it with some paints later. Okay, so I'm just adding more dark background colors for now. If you're having hard time using this brush, guys, you can actually use smaller than this. Okay, so just be careful in doing this part. Look what I'm doing. Okay, now here in the last part of the fountain. And a circle on the top of it. Okay. So we have another fountain. Okay, and a bit black darker here. Okay, so we already done with our background color, guys. So next I'm going to make the background here solid. So I'm gonna add more solid colors again. So I'm gonna use this yellow and blue and to make some green. So I'm gonna use the also yellow and white also. So need to make this part solid. Gonna remove some bad parts, guys. Okay. Okay. So I think that's okay for now, guys. So I'm going to let it dry first for at least 5 minutes. Then we're gonna go back adding more details, like the details of fountain and also on the background and the plants here. Okay, just let it dry first. Okay, guys. So I think the paint is already dry now, and I'm going to start adding the details. So I'm going to start on this upper part. So I'm gonna do first the background here and I think the forest or the big trees on behind the fountain. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use the flat brush, guys, the bristle this brush for the tree leaves. Okay, so I'm gonna use the blue, the yellow, just blue and yellow, guys, with white, a little amount of red, and more yellow. So we're gonna do it this way, guys. Then we're gonna add some tree leaves. So just tapping technique, guys, or punching. Okay. Just punching technique. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try, guys. Do not be afraid on the paints. Okay. Just follow what I'm doing. So just punching technique. So it's okay, guys, if you cover some paints on the fountain, you can add more details later on that. Okay. Let's add white, make it lighter and more blue and yellow. So we have now a lighter color, guys. Okay. And also here. Okay. This is not the highlight yet, guys. We can add highlights later. So this is just some light colors on our forests or the trees or the tree leaves. So again, guys, just use the punching or tapping technique, like what I'm doing. If you're having a hard time using this brush, guys, you can actually use a fan brush if you have. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add the horizon or the grasses, guys, on the bottom. So we're gonna use the same brush here. So we're gonna use the yellow, guys. Add the yellow here, and then you can add a little white to make it lighter. Then we're gonna do it this way, guys. again this tapping technique to create this what do you call this these grasses. Okay. So I'm going to put the light on the left side again, guys. So it should be straight. Okay. Okay, that's it. Let's add some brownish color in our forest, guys. So I'm gonna use the red, the yellow. So we're gonna add some red color or black and blue again. Going to add some bluish color. This will just add some tones or dark tones on our forest, guys. Okay. So here. Okay, then we're gonna add some tree trunks. Yeah, so we're gonna add some tree trunks on our forest. So we're gonna use the white, guys. That will be like the light tree trunks. I'm gonna use the brown here. So I'll just add the white on the existing brown color that we used to add some brown tones on our forest. So here, gonna use the brown. Then we're gonna add some tree trunks here. And never be afraid in using in executing and using the paint, guys. Just don't be afraid. Okay. So you can actually use a smaller brush if you are having a hard time using this flat brush. So I'm using the number 9 flat brush, guys, short handle. Okay. That's it. Okay. So also here. Okay, so we have now the forest. I think we're gonna also add some dark tree trunks, guys. So I'm gonna use the black. I'm going to add the color on our existing brown to make it dark. So I'm gonna add some dark tree trunks here also, not just white or light tree trunks. Okay, here. Also here, here, and here. Make sure, guys, that it's the color the size should be really thin. We can use a smaller brush if you're having a hard time using this flat brush, guys. I'm using the tip of the flat brush. Okay. Okay, that's it. So you know the forest. And then we're gonna add the highlights, of course. So again, we're gonna use this flat brush flat bristle brush, guys. Then we're gonna use the yellow here and white. So I'm gonna use again first the yellow color. So again, just tapping technique or punching. Okay. You can actually use a fan brush, guys, if you are having a hard time using this brush. Okay, and here also. Just tapping, tapping and tapping. Okay, and here also. Okay. How about that? Then we're gonna add some white, guys, and pure yellow to our highlights. And I add white to put a bit more highlights on our tree leaves. Again, just a tapping technique or punching. Okay. And here. And don't overdo it, guys. Leave some more spaces or area which you don't add the highlights. Overdoing, guys, will ruin your will ruin or destroy the let's call this the look of the entire painting. Okay, I think that's okay for me. We have no forest. Yeah, and it looks nice. Okay, now we're gonna add some highlights on our tree trunks. So I'm going to use again the white here. Then I'm gonna mix it with the existing brown color here. Okay, so just add white, guys, and then we're gonna add the highlights here. We need to add a little yellow color. So we're gonna add the highlights here and here also. Here. So our light source, guys, coming from the left. Okay. And also here. Okay, there. I think I am done with my forest, or the forest behind the fountain. So I'm gonna proceed with, I think, on the fountain itself. Okay, so I'm going to start adding the highlights, guys, on our fountain. Okay, so I'm gonna mix first for a brown color. So I'm gonna use the red. I'm going to mix it on the existing color here, guys. Then we're gonna use the black and yellow. Then we're gonna add the white, guys, here. We're going to add a little black. I think we're going to make it bluish first, then we're gonna add the highlight. So I'm going to add some blue, guys, here with some black and white. It will be a little aquarius, guys, in color. Okay. Wait. make sure that it can be seen. Okay, I'm gonna do it first here. So just add a very straight line, guys. So our horizon will be a little here, this part. So it should be a little curve here. Anyway, just follow what I'm doing. It's kinda hard, but okay. Then we're gonna add some highlight here. Then let's create a curve. Okay. And here also. So because of the perspective, guys, it will become curve on top of it. Okay. Going to add more here to cover some area. Okay. And here also. Okay, so then the circle on top of it. Okay. Then I'm gonna mix it for a little black, guys. Then I'm gonna add more here. Okay, so I'm going to blend it a little here. Then I'm going to add the black, the dark color. To add more blendings, guys. Okay, and I think also here. Okay, here also. But later, guys, we're gonna add the highlights. Don't worry. We're gonna play first with the color of our fountain. If it feels hard, guys, just add water on it. Make it flow on your brush, on your canvas. Okay, so I'm going to add more bluish color on our fountain here. So just bluish color, guys, because our light's coming from the left, so we're gonna add some bluish color here. Okay, so we have now the fountain. I'm gonna move a little, guys, down. Okay, so I'm going to add some more details here. I'm gonna do first the gray color again. So again, guys, the gray color should be blue and black with a little white. So I'm going to create some curve here. Okay. Okay, here. I don't know if it's perfect, guys. It should be the side should be curved to make it circular. Yeah, I think that's okay. In here. I need to add some light here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. So you have now the gray fountain. Okay, now I'm gonna add the highlights. This will be one of the most exciting part, guys. Adding the highlights. Okay, so I'm gonna use the brown now. So I'm gonna use the white here on our existing brown color, guys, as I have mixed a while ago. So again, guys, the mixture should be black, red, and yellow, and white. And add more white, guys. I'm going to add more yellow here to make it yellowish. Add more white. Then we're gonna, so I'm going to make it an old fountain, guys. So of course old fountain should be the color should be, oh no, the should be I do not know what you call that, the it's not, should not be solid, guys. It has some cracks in it, so that's what I cannot do. Can add more cracks in it. Okay, so then the edges, guys, should not be it should be regular. Okay, that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so this part should be shadow, so until here, do not overdo the highlights. Okay, let's add some highlights here on the sides, but later, guys, we can add more plants on the side of the fountain and flowers first. Okay, more highlights here. Okay, yeah, and also here on top of it, the second layer of the fountain. So we can add highlights a bit here. Okay, we can add some blendings, guys. You just have to glaze the color, guys. You don't have to blend it. And also here you can add some highlights. Okay, okay, and also here. Okay, so we have now the highlights of our fountain. Then we're gonna add also the third layer. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put more highlights here. So just glazing, guys, do not wet your brush so that it will have some textures on your on this part. It will create some textures, guys, like this. Okay. Okay. And on the circle, guys, of the top part, you can add more. You can add some. You can add highlights. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So later, guys, we're gonna add more white highlights on that fountain. Okay. What else? So I think I'm going to add some plants now. Yeah. Yeah. We add some plants on our fountain here, and I think I'm going to add some pathway, guys. Here I'm going to add some pathway. So I'm gonna mix for gray color, guys. Bluish gray. So I'm gonna use the black. No, I'm gonna do it later. I'm sorry, because it's not yet on focus. So I think I'm going to finish this one. Okay, so I'll be using this brush, guys, to gonna add some plants because this will be an old fountain, guys. So I'm going to add lots of weeds hanging on this fountain. Okay, so I'm gonna use this brush, the number 11 bristle brush, then blue color here, then I'm going to add yellow and white here and red. Okay, so I'm just gonna add more plants. Just tapping technique, guys, but gonna make it hanging, yeah, to the bottom. Okay, and also here and here. Okay, and here also, guys. Gonna add more. Okay. Okay. Add some dark color. Okay, that's it. So I think I'm going to add more highlights. So it should be green, guys. So for some noses, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to add yellow, guys, more yellow and white here to add more highlights. So just yellow and white, guys. So just use the tip of the flat brush, long handle bristle. Just use the tip If you have a smaller brush, guys, then you can use it. Or if you have a fun brush, then that's might way better than this one. Okay, so we have now the okay, here also. Okay, here also. And I think here. Okay, so we have now some plants on our fountain. I think this looks great, guys. Here. Guys, I'm going to adjust something. Okay. And now let's add more white highlights. So let's add more white, guys, on our fountain, guys, to add more highlights. So I'm gonna use again this brown here. So I'm gonna mix again. So I have the black here, the white, the yellow, and the white with some red to make some orange, and I'm gonna add more white, guys. Okay, add more white. So add more highlights here and also here, and on the top of it. Okay. Don't overdo it, guys. Leave more spaces. And here also. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, we have now the highlights for our fountain. To create more lights, guys, on our painting. So we have the highlights. Then we're gonna add some flowing water, guys. Even though this is an old fountain, so still have some flowing water on it. So we're gonna use the black here with a little blue color and the white. Okay, then we're gonna add the flowing water, guys, here. First we're gonna apply this, then we're gonna add white later. Okay, and here also. Do not wet your brush, guys, just glaze it. And do it softly. Okay, here also. And the last one. So it's still flowing, guys, even though this fountain is old. Okay, then we're gonna add the highlights, guys. The white. This will be the pure white. Okay, so just mix it here. Then we're gonna add some water disturbance on our, just a small white, guys. White, some white glazing, but don't overdo it again. Okay, yeah, okay, now the highlights with the water. So I think that's really beautiful and looks good. What else I'm going to add? So I'm thinking of adding some flowers, I guess. Yeah, let's add some flowers on our fountain. I'll be using this brush, guys, this brush. And I think I'm going to add some pink flowers in it, so I'm gonna use the red here and the white. So not so many white, guys. So here. I don't know what kind of flowers this, guys, or plants. So I'm just playing. So I'm using this brush, guys. Okay. And white, guys, then we're gonna add white here to add the highlights. Okay. So here. So we just have to put it on top of the paint, guys. We added it a while ago. Okay, so we have now the pink flowers. Yeah, I think that looks good. And we're gonna add a little yellowish flowers in that part. So I'll just add yellow on our pink, guys. Then gonna add it here. Okay. Then some white, guys, for the highlights. Okay, that's it. Yeah. And I think I'm going to move it below so that I can finish this painting. Okay, I can finish that part. Okay, on that part, guys, I'm going to add a pathway. So I'm gonna mix first for bluish gray color. So I'm gonna use the blue, the black and the blue here. So the blue and the black and white. More black to make it grayish and white. So we're gonna add more white here. Okay, this will be the color, guys, the perfect color. So we can add some pathway here. We can add more black. Okay, that's it. Okay. This will be an old pathway, guys. Okay. Going to retouch this part. Okay. And then we can add some cracks on our pathway. So I'm going to use the black, guys, and here I'm going to mix it with the existing gray color here to make it not so black, and blue here. Add some blue, guys, to make it not so dark. Okay, so we can add some cracks on our pathway. This will be some huge rocks, guys. And careful with the perspective, guys. It should be on our perspective. Okay. But not too much, just enough. Don't overdo it. Okay. So I have no pathway. And also here. Do not make it too clear, guys. I'm going to add some dark depths on our fountain. Okay. Some dark tones, guys. You can add some. It will be some shades or shadows. I forgot to add it when I paint that. Okay. I think this will be a very wonderful painting, guys. We should paint this one too. Okay. Okay, so we have now the rocks, our pathway. Then I'm going to add the highlights on that pathway, guys. So the same color, the brown here. So I'm going to use this existing brown, guys, here with some yellow first. If you don't know how to mix this, guys, just black, yellow, red, and white, guys. Too much, lots of white. Okay, so I'm going to add lots of white here. Then we're going to add the highlights here. So we just cover the existing gray color. Okay. here also. Okay. More highlights here. Okay, not too much guys, so this part should be dark. And I'm gonna add white guys on our pathway, so I'm gonna use the pure white here. Okay, so I'm gonna use the pure white to make more highlights. Just tapping guys, tapping technique. Just add it on top of the layers. Okay. Yeah, we have now an old pathway road. Okay, so we have now very bright color on our pathway. So again, and now I'm going to start adding the plants on our sides. So I'm gonna use this palette brush guys, the number 11 bristle. So I'm gonna use the blue here and yellow first and white and more yellow guys with a little red. Then we're gonna add it here. So just tapping guys or punching. Okay. Okay. And here also. And add more blue. So again guys, just tapping or punching. Okay. Now we're gonna add the highlights, so I'm gonna add yellow guys, more yellow. Going to add more yellow here and white to add the highlights. So the same brush guys, then the same technique, the tapping or punching. And here also, don't forget. Just do not add this part guys because it should be dark. Okay, so the next step would be we need to add the flowers. We need to add lots of flowers guys. And I'll be using this red and the same brush guys. I'm gonna use this red here. And we're gonna use the same brush again guys, the same brush, then red color. And we're gonna put it here. Just tapping technique again. Okay, and here also. And here. And here and here. Okay, then I'm gonna add some highlights, so I'm gonna use the white here to make it pink. Make it pink, guys. Not so dark, not so light. So it should be pink flowers. Okay, so here also you can add more pink flowers. Then we can add more white, guys, to add the highlights of our pink flowers. So we're gonna just add white here. Again, just tapping technique or punching. Okay. Yeah, and then we're gonna add more colors. So I'm gonna use the yellow, guys, here. Going to mix it with the pink. And we're gonna add some yellow flowers. Here also. Then we're gonna add the highlights, guys. It's just yellow and white here. Okay, guys, just tapping technique or punching. Okay. And then, guys, I'm going to add some white flowers. So I'm gonna use the white, but I'm going to add some black on it. Again, just tapping technique or punching. And also here. Then gonna use the pure white, guys, here. So here, the same technique, guys, the punching. Okay. About that. Yeah, I think I'm almost done, guys. And I think I am contented with this, with the my painting. What else I'm gonna add? I think I am done, guys. So I think I am contented with this, with the final result. So I hope you enjoy watching my tutorial, guys. And if you wanna paint with me, just follow everything I did in this video. My only advice, guys, is to keep on practicing, keep on painting. The more you do it, the more you know how to mix the colors, and the more you know how to use your brushes. That's one of the most important thing, guys, in painting. So I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and please hit like, add some comments, and subscribe for more videos in the future. If you wanna paint with me, just enjoy and do what I did in the video. Okay, guys, once again, thank you very much and have a nice day.